Hey everybody, I'm Will.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Sam, and we are
Working Title!
Gumbade Gumbade Senpai! Gumbade Gumbade Senpai! I forget what Sukuna says, but it's badass. I see so many girls TikTok that shit.
Yeah, I know. I don't remember what he
Gumbade Gumbade or something like that. It's fucking badass.
Guys, we are back for Jujutsu Kaisen episode 10, Idol Transfiguration.
I'm excited.
Last on, what happened, Sam?
We had the introduction to the villain Mahito.
Yes.
I think that's how you say it. He came in and touched some school bullies and blew up their face into curses. What is this character's name?
I don't think we've gotten a name, or we have got a name for him, I don't remember.
We met a new kid on the block who doesn't attend our school, and he has a bit of a demented style of living, or at least questionable set of ideology. Yeah, so we met a new kid who was in the theater who experienced it. He's not from our school. He has a bit of a questionable sense of morality and how he thinks life should be, and he followed the villain into the alley, and they may or may not be a master and apprentice type of learning.
Yeah.
Itadori's still hiding from his friends, and he's going to surprise them at the festival. And we don't know what the festival or the tournament is yet. We met Todo as well. He's buff, he likes women, he doesn't like your preference. We met a sister who is a twin, right? Twin?
Yes.
Or they're related to one of the second years. And Fushiguro tried to fight Todo, didn't work out for him. Rice Boy talked, not in Rice, but it hurt someone, or almost did, but Panda intervened.
Yeah.
He didn't mention that we met the dude with glasses in the suit.
Nanami.
True. And he doesn't like work. Or doing curse work.
And he's a sorcerer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
It's exciting.
Nanami knows where Mahito is, and now him and Itadori are tracking down this kid to try and get to the bottom of Mahito and his schemes, and who he is.
Didn't they discover something about the demons that they fought?
The ones they fought in that instance.
They were humans.
They were humans.
They were humans that were like...
Sorry, it's been like 2 weeks since we watched this.
It has been a bit. They were humans that got transformed into like cursed
The one was wearing a watch, right?
And I don't know if that applies to all curses or just those specific
Just
ones.
those ones.
But what we do know is it's okay if you still kill them because any former remnants is no longer present.
They were already dead when they turned it.
But guys, if you like Jujutsu Kaisen, make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment down below what you thought of Idol Transfiguration when you first watched it. How hyped were you for the tournament arc that's coming up? How hyped were you for the story in general? If you want to see Jujutsu 1 week ahead, you can do that now. We have it on Patreon. You can see the next episode in advance. So that's pretty cool.
And this is not a market substitute, guys. If you have not watched Jujutsu Kaisen, go check it out on some anime streaming service. Come back to YouTube and watch Working Title's reaction. We're gonna punch it.
Blah, rah.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, honestly, my favorite thing is just like the way they say some of, like the voice actors in the show. I fucking love.
They're really good.
Every time I edit this, I just get so excited just to like rewatch the episode.
That's just a nice mental break to just watch and enjoy. Movie Club, let's go!
Dude.
We'd be in that.
That was me.
The super scary movie? Oh, it's the guy.
No, not Human Centipede again!
A real horror? Convoluted sitcom.
What the fuck is that? The chef. The DVDs are over there.
Oh, I don't know.
Nerds.
Are these the same bullies?
Yeah. Damn.
Heathen!
Yoshino.
Oh, Yoshino. His name is Yoshino.
Okay. And look at you guys now.
The DVD. Beneath your foot. You're gonna get kicked right in the face.
He's gonna be a great villain one day.
Yeah. Yep. I really don't like bullies.
Yeah.
This is a terrible thing.
Those kids are fucking rats for leaving him, though. Oh, no way.
Oh, my God.
対は無関心なんて初めに言った人はちゃんと地獄に落ちたでしょうか。
Holy shit.
あなたの日本人じゃないよ。僕が言ってるのは語尾の方です。愛の反対は無関心ですよね。
Yeah.
愛ってのは
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say. I was like, I recognize
That's
that. Place.
what I've heard.
でも愛って普段使わないじゃないですか。だからそれがこの国で
What the hell is that thing?
これは
Oh, oh no, 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 no.
A
How
single
large?
human?
Oh.
逆にそっちはどこまで小さくできるのか試してみた。これが人間。
Wow.
Ningen.
でも僕は
What the
Ew,
fuck?
that thing
That's
is
foul.
しています。
disgusting.
Looks like a giant
だ
catfish
から
It's Jabba the Hutt, but worse.
していないし、
mixed with a catfish.
他人の死に何も思うところはありませんし、
Yeah.
Dude, this kid is cold-hearted.
人
Disturbed.
間の生きつくべき矛盾してるって言いたいんですか。
Low key, yeah.
順平はないよ。魂はある。
Yeah.
でもそれは心じゃない。じゃあ僕のこの俺はこの世界で唯一魂の構造を理解してる。
Ooh, wow.
そ
Okay.
れに触れることで生物の形を変えているからね。
Wow, okay. Wow, wow, wow.
喜怒哀楽はすべて魂の代謝によるものだ。
Okay.
人は目に見えないものを特別に考えすぎる。
Wow.
見える俺にとって
Disrespect.
魂は肉体と同じで何も特別じゃない。
Wow. What the fuck?
So says you, Mr. Bad Guy.
ないんだ。
Okay, man. Come on. Stop leading this kid astray.
The music is so eerie.
Can he turn this dude into a curse like himself? Is that what this plan
だか
is?
らこそ何をしてもいい。どう生きようと自由なんだ。
Oh, this music is like
It's
so
picking
insane.
up, isn't it?
囚われてはいけ
Makes
ない
your heart feel like
Yeah.
it's
生き様に一貫性なんて必要ない。お腹が減ったら食べるように憎いなら殺せばいい。
No.
俺は順平のすべてを肯定するよ。
Now eat it. You'll be like me. Did he get some power?
言いました。
wow.
あれ私服
Well, the bully's already
Oh.
taken care of.
Isn't this? Did we leave off on this?
Yes.
They were following him, yeah.
Also, we haven't heard Sukuna say that fucking word
で、
for them to
We
switch.
haven't seen him in general
Yeah.
for like 3 episodes.
それ呪霊 用途4級にも満たない天
I love the little wave inflection on the voice effect.
Yeah.
気のないところに出たらこいつに彼を襲わせます。
What?
1
Oh, I love the 8-bit.
虎杖君が救助して呪術で用途を払った場合
Then we fight him.
Yeah, then we arrest him.
即時拘束します。力ずく
Yeah.
力ずく
Yes, sir.
5
Hit him down.
後で
Alright, so wait, which one do you think he's gonna fall into?
He's probably gonna see it and run.
2級術師以上のポテン
I
シャ
feel
ル
like
が
I
女
don't
子
know.
順平に会った場合一度引いて七海さんと合流しま
So
す。
there's a fourth one now.
Yeah.
急ならギリなつまり2級術師は2級呪霊に勝つのが当たり前。
Yeah.
2級術師は1級呪霊に近い実力というわけです。
Oh lord.
なんで俺はそういう大事なことを知らない五条さん適当だから。
Yeah, Gojo definitely is irresponsible.
What would you think if I got Itadori's haircut?
With the
Pink
dye?
with pink.
That'd be lit.
Yeah.
I kind of want it, I'm
Would,
not gonna lie.
would you undercut too? Like
That's what I
undercut
mean,
me?
like the full thing. I mean, my hair would be curly, but
I dig it.
I kind of like it.
Oh god.
It's
not
the
me.
yeah.
出てくるならさっさとしてください。
I hope this guy doesn't
Oh.
die.
Wait, is he hunting down Mahito?
Yeah, yeah, he is.
Oh,
人を
shoot.
崇めるのは気分が悪い。
The description of this episode said Itadori was gonna meet with him. Oh boy.
Oh god.
残業は嫌いな
I hate it.
似ている。絵に描いたような軽薄。
What, him and Gojo?
Yeah.
Mahito,
Yeah, I think
Mahito and
so.
Gojo?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, I like his purple.
Yeah. Hey, that guy's pretty interesting. I like him. Whoa! Whoa!
Oh shit.
Just finding the hit markers.
Was that him or him doing that?
It's Nanami. Remember he did it last time?
Okay.
With the two curses?
It's been 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
抽象的な質問を答えるで会話が成り立つ呪霊五条さんの報告に
The soul or the body, which came first?
ほらあるでしょ卵が先か鶏が先か
Yeah.
みたいな話
The chicken did.
肉体に魂
聞くしかないか前者
ブッブー答えは後者いつだって魂は肉体の先にある
Whoa.
肉体の形は魂の形に引っ張られる
AKA, if he's in tune with his soul, he can always just recreate his body.
己の魂の形を強く保っているんだ
Yeah.
The shape's
exactly.
called it. So
Boom!
Oh boy.
Disgusting.
もう分かったでしょ俺の術式
Oh gosh.
魂に触れその形
Oh, God.
無意天変
Okay. Wow.
人間をストックして
Oh shit.
That's horrible.
今日は10時から働いている
Time to get out of here?
何が何でも18時には上がります
Okay.
I like this guy. No matter what. He doesn't want that overtime, man. This is a teacher.
Yeah, I
guess.
guess so. Oh, God.
His friends? Or those guys are dead?
Those are the ones
That's
in
the
the theater.
ones in the theater.
Yeah.
仲良し
What's wrong with you?
僕があいつらと正気じゃ
I
ない
hate
Oh,
how this
no.
guy's sweating.
Profusely.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Oh, no. I don't want to see what he's
He's
gonna
just
do.
an ignorant man who doesn't deserve death.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh, no way!
全てを
Oh
肯
gosh.
定する
Horrible decision.
Oh. Ah.
こいつ見えてるな
Midori, man.
Glands.
There's someone over there.
Oh shit.
Pull up! Yoink!
What the fuck?
Why?
早っ
Oh, shit.
Ew.
I hope this guy doesn't die out right away.
Yeah.
You think?
I don't know. This guy seems... Mahito seems pretty tough.
Whoa.
形を変えるのに元の人間の質量は関係ない
Okay.
Alright, so you gotta go find the opposite.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh.
Ugh.
That's super messed up.
あー
Yeah.
ごめんいっぱい練習
Ow,
した
look at
から
that
さ
thing.
大きさ変えてもすぐ死ぬことはないけど
Oh.
もう意識の方はまだ精度悪くてさ
What a horrible, horrible person.
見れるの
なんかいません仕事に市場は持ち込まない主義なので
嘘が下手
You suck at life.
ないでいるよあんた
Hell.
What grade is he?
強いわけ感謝するよ
Oh!
No!
What? What did that?
He's messing up his soul.
Okay.
What the fuck?
That's disgusting.
He's got hooves.
変えられるんだよ体を守
What
る
are those called from Narnia?
魂を
Fawns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
魂を呪力で覆っているようだねそうでなきゃあんたは今頃
He's saying that they can use... Jujutsu
Yeah.
sorcerers use curse energy to protect their bodies.
He shielded his soul because this guy's a soul manipulator.
Yeah.
He said, "I would have already taken over you had you not done that."
He just said I have to touch you 2 to 3 more times and you won't be human anymore.
Yeah. Because it's... most people can't do it. Oh, get out of there,
I think
man.
he's fine. I think he's good.
Where is Gojo?
Yeah.
Why are you not here?
Where is Gojo? He said, "I'll murder you." What was that all about?
I don't know.
6.
残念です。
Time to call it.
Overtime.
Oh, alt. His alt.
重力が増えている
Oh.
Overtime.
That's the end.
Throw.
シグナ私の学ラン知らない？
いや知らん。
おかしいな。ここに置いておいたんだけど。あ、
Panda.
私の学ラン知らない？
What the?
Fat guy in a little coat.
どこ行っちゃったの？
She's getting ready to attack.
Oh.
She's
Damn,
fucking
yo.
up.
ねえんだぞ。それだから
Mustard leaf.
Bonito flex.
What the?
She was wearing
The
this.
bump on his
skirt?
head. It's like an Ed and Nettie thing.
あれ？これマキさんのだ。
This is Maki songs.
こんばんは釘崎のま
That was a good episode. I really liked this episode. Obviously it's not concluded. There's a lot that we have to be jumping into.
Yeah.
We got more of Yoshino, is what his name actually is.
Yeah.
So, okay. I mean, more of like what he's already been dealing with. Just the heavy
Hatred.
ostracizing in his... I mean, mostly school right now.
Yeah.
We haven't seen what his life is like outside, but from at least his educational background, it's not been too favorable. It's
Yeah.
clear, like, not that movie club is like a nerdy thing, but it's definitely the minority of what kids in school would probably go and be a part of.
It's definitely a nerdy thing for school. Like, school kids will
yeah.
School
consider
kids
it
for
nerdy.
sure.
Yeah.
And, you know, his the room was already taken. Probably those kids would do drugs or some shit in it. Who knows what they would do. Look
Just
at
talk about girls,
talk
probably.
about girls, look at porn.
Smoke.
And they were like, this is our room. And we didn't need to see what happened, but it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. And even, like, jumping a little bit ahead just because it's on the same topic, like, just the whole, like, vision of all the things that happened to him. They made him eat a roach. They burned him with a cigarette. I mean, that's really messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody deals with, like, teasing and, like, getting picked on. I don't know if I ever witnessed. I definitely never had anything like that happen to me, but I never witnessed anything like that extreme. And that does happen out in the world.
I never saw this in high school.
Yeah.
No, not this form of very brazen bullying, but I feel like we went to the same school, but like I feel like
Middle school?
there was never, even in middle school, like I feel like there was never this level. But I mean, like teasing or like name calling, that's a given at almost anywhere. Like
Yeah.
I've been name called. I've also name called others.
I was teased a lot in high school.
But even still, I feel like most schools might have good either people who will stand up for this kind of stuff is insane.
That's, like, egregious.
You don't
it's
even
really
hear.
bad.
I feel like you barely hear
Yeah.
about this stuff, and if you do, it
Yeah.
ends up horrible and on the news.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's...
so that's a shame.
Yeah, that's awful.
It's terrible.
But...
I still don't agree with him, but it definitely puts a place of empathy for him, and definitely a sense of understanding where he's coming
Right.
from, for sure.
And he's a misguided kid. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm. And he's been it's what sucks is because it's very obvious that he's an easy victim to manipulate.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
it's almost like having God show up and give you exactly what you want.
He's a blank canvas. Like, he could be written anyway. He could turn into be the hero, like, school counselor that helps other bullied students, or he turns into, like, the person that commits awful acts.
Yeah.
Like he's about to, you know.
But I mean, like, just the Mahito showing up, it's a shame because it's gonna immediately cater to exactly all the things he's been like building up in him. So.
Do you think he actually has powers now?
He said I'll fully sanction you. I don't really know.
Itadori said he saw the demon
I think
or the curse.
I think he has something. I think we just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I think Itadori... did Itadori, when he jumped to that little frog thing, was he jumping because he was afraid the kid was about to do something? Or because he was just being a klutz?
No?
He was being a klutz and happened to jump in because he lost the thing.
No, they said...
Was he following through with the mission?
No, he jumped. He jumped, and then fast forward, they go back to the flashback of those two hiding behind the pole, and they're like, look, glance at him. And then he's like, all right, the teacher guy, the assistant. The driver. He was like, all right, let's release it. And he said, wait, there's someone over there. And then he's like, what? And the fly thing flies out and attacks. So Itadori was grabbing it so it didn't hurt the pedestrian, or the teacher, rather, and the guy. But when he grabbed it, he said, oh, he sees it. Because he was like looking directly at it, not at Itadori.
Okay. So that was option 2.
Yeah. So essentially, option 2 happened, but we
pretty
don't.
Close to option
But we
2.
don't know. I mean, because of the situation, Itadori jumping in, we don't know if he would have done anything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think that he actually has something, and the only reason it didn't happen is because Itadori showed up.
Yeah.
Considering he did that stance
Yes.
right when Itadori interrupted, I would assume that he has some type of ability.
Yeah. Question is, what was he granted?
Right.
Like, I don't think he was given something as special as soul manipulation, whatever that Mahito is working with.
But we don't know how much he learned and how quickly. I mean, we don't
even know what time span was. We don't. Well,
I think it's at least been
a couple days.
a few days, because they said he missed. He skipped school for a couple days, and he missed the funeral of the kids.
Yeah, that's true. I would if I was to guess, one thing he was granted was maybe like the shaping of people, like he can form them into like those, like how that one lady was like a bridge or whatever. Maybe that's what I would guess. Maybe like a
that would be touching the souls thing that you just said you didn't think they wouldn't be able to do. Because that's how Mahito does it.
Damn. Okay. Never mind. That doesn't work. Maybe it's just something as simple as like one of those like the blue animations they do, like just
using curse energy and punching something.
Yeah, just burning the people you don't like.
Yeah. I would figure he doesn't know how to do a domain expansion, but that would be like because that seems like that's like the pinnacle of like what.
That's your ultimate move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He's making a pose like he's about to do that. So
yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the whole intent of the guy showing up at the theater was like, this kid is gonna be great, like a great distraction. Maybe fully sanctioned means give him a shit ton of great power and let him just cause chaos. Meanwhile, I get to work in the shadows because you're distracted with this super unhinged kid who just got given like a
God tier power.
What do they call them? Special grade power.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Hey, that's a good way to segue. So, can you explain to me what the whole thing of registered and unregistered?
I mean, it was just the fact that they know where all the special grade curses are or what they are. They don't know what these guys are.
Okay.
That's like it was just like when Mahito last episode was talking about how they know about all these like Grim Reapers and Loch Ness Monster or whatever, but they don't know about like
Earth,
the fire curse, the earth curse, the human curse, like. I think that's really what it boils down to, is they know it or they don't know it.
Maybe even something that is predictable is like how they said certain locations they know are easy to predict will be where curses reside. Like an abandoned building where
it was a school.
Kind of like they knew that there was going to be that furry thing in that abandoned place because, of course, it's going to be there.
Yeah.
Or in the basement of a school.
Is it like we have, like police have like notorious murders and all that, and then a new one pops up?
Or maybe
something like that.
Or maybe like
they just haven't seen these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of how they explain it. If we're wrong about that, correct us in the comments. But I think it's just that they don't know, because these things don't pop up where they would normally pop up, and they're not like a known thing that we've encountered before. Yeah. Like maybe there are certain types of curses that are like, oh, this is a typical ghost curse. That is like, the haunting in the old house, grandma, that type of deal.
Okay, I think that kind of explains it, actually. Because if they have registered curses, it's going to be like what you said, ghosts and negative energy in houses and all that. And then Mahito says they forget about the earth and fire. That the first one that we saw was the fire one, so of course that one's going to be unregistered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think they're also hinting at they're old. Like they say, the longer they've been around, the wiser they become, and they can communicate with humans. So like these guys might have been around since like the beginning of time or something, or they might have been around since the Sukuna days.
Sukuna for sure, obviously.
Well, him, yeah, but I mean like the other guys, the other
Well,
special
and then
grades.
like
we've met.
even remember the hairball one was starting to like he understood
So he's a hostage.
he understood the idea of a hostage and emotions, but didn't know how to speak. He was still doing that little.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Nanami specifically pointed out that Mahito, he's like, wow, so he can really hold a conversation pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
The little curse was actually kind of cute. The little one Itadori was holding, it looked like a little frog with wings.
Oh, the frog fly
That was
head
really
thing.
cute.
What is
actually.
the turtle in Mario that has wings? Koopa Troopa?
Koopa. I mean, all the turtles are Koopa troopers.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Goomba
Something
looks
out of
like
Mario.
Goomba.
Goomba's definitely a curse. So is Yoshi.
So Mahito said that he's like the only person. I don't know if
That
he's
can
the
touch
only.
souls and manipulate them?
He can only one that can perceive them and physically touch them. He said like humans put too much stock in things that they can't see, and he can see all of them. He can touch them and manipulate them. You know, manipulate the body around the curse or the body around the soul because the soul came first.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. And then he was saying when he was Nanami was fighting him, he said most people or most sorcerers can't. Because they don't know that their soul is like a real thing. Not that they don't know, but they can't like physically perceive it.
Yeah.
They can't like protect it with that shield. Or that like cursed energy shield. That's why it was like, somehow you managed to do it, but if I hit you 3 or 4 more times, you're down for the count. You know? So it's scary. His whole like keeping humans in his pocket, like striking them down as like little grenades and then just like tossing them out and like kind of remember which My Hero character like holds little things and then throws them, they expanded. You remember that? It was one of
Oh, it was the
people who
ninjas that fought against Shoto.
That you're not talking about the meatball guy, the guy who like takes humans.
Oh, are you talking
the
about
one
that
who
guy?
fights Bakugo, and Bakugo gets turned into like a meatball of people.
No, but that's
No.
funny.
Is he
that,
I feel like you're talking about the ninjas that are fighting Shoto Todoroki.
yes, and
They throw like a bunch of screws in
And they make them
and bolt
expand.
heads, and the guy expands them.
Kind of like the one we had in the most recent.
yes, and
Impact,
that too.
Impact
And that
guy,
too.
yeah.
But so it's interesting. So it's like he can literally just he said he's like I keep a pocket full of humans and he just throws them out and
Expand
starts
them.
manipulating
That's
them to
so
be
fucked.
And
little
he-
monsters or like weapons to attack.
He also has found a way to make sure they still know what's happening in their surroundings. They still feel a degree of pain, so that you struggle with it while you're trying to take them out.
I mean, dude, Nanami wiped off the curse's tear. Like that's so
Yeah.
messed up.
Yeah.
Yep. It's something for sure. We have Yoshino now with us, so what do you think is going to happen? Itadori has him.
Well,
Are you asking is he gonna have a changed mindset?
What do you
Itadori?
think? I don't think it's going to be that right away. There's no way with this kid. Unless he's shown like a super amount of kindness in where these kids are coming from. But, I mean, I don't know. We also have the arc coming up soon, the tournament arc, I guess, unless it's just all a big joke.
Yeah.
I think that'll probably be something of like Itadori's gonna try and like
Bring him.
change the kid or like first he's gonna figure out what exactly happened because
Right.
Itadori doesn't actually know, even though Nanami has already like surmised everything. That's why he went to fight Mahito, so he'll try and figure it out and maybe try. I mean, Itadori has a big heart. He's gonna try and save him. That's his whole.
Yeah.
The tournament arc might not even happen this first half of the season because we have a halfway point, right?
There's 26 episodes.
Yeah, so we're coming up on it.
4 more episodes, or 3 more.
Just based, I thought the tournament arc might happen after the Toto episode, but now with this episode, I feel like they'll do whatever story this is, and maybe the second half will jump into like an arc of competition between these guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or they'll bomb rush it in the next few.
Yeah, I think like what you said, they're not going to change this guy's way. Not right off the bat. I think we might have a fight, potentially. Maybe this guy does have powers. What's the guy with the suit?
Nanami.
Nanami. I'm hoping he makes it out against Mahito.
Yeah, he went into overtime and got like double the curse energy or extra curse energy or something like that.
It was his tie.
Are we supposed to read into that Gojo scene? He had one moment in this episode that was actual canon, if we're not counting the stroll at the end, of him in the flower fields.
I'll murder you. I
He-
think it was just him saying, like, comparing him to Mahito. Like, these guys have the same mentality.
But I thought
They're
that
like
scene-
the
I thought
same
that scene
person.
happened before he made the comparison, like a completely different moment.
No,
Yeah,
he
that
was
literally
thinking
right
of him.
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was just thinking of him saying that they're
Two
similar.
sides of the same coin.
Well, where is Gojo even still?
I don't know. That's
I don't
why I
know.
don't really understand.
Probably
what-
shopping for edamame.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Last time we saw him, he was he was trying to figure out what's happened with the president.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, well, we got next episode to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
We do. We good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you like Jujutsu Kaisen and you made it to this point, make sure you leave a like. If you enjoy these videos and you've been watching them all up to this point, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below about what you thought when you watched Idol Transfiguration. Did you enjoy our reactions? Do you think we're on par with everything that's happening? And how do you feel about this character himself? He's a very complicated individual, but for the time being, we're going to punch it. See ya!
Wow!